going to hand sanitize, and then I'm going to open my cupboard. I'm going to grab my mask out, touching only my mask and by the corner, and I'm going to place my mask on, stretching it out, pinching it on my nose, and stretching it down over my chin. Then I am going to hand sanitize. Now I'm going to place on my gown. So I'm going to grab my gown, and I'm going to pop it on, trying not to touch any part of it unless I absolutely have to. I'm going to tie it at the back securely, and I'm going to secure the other strap. Now I'm going to hand sanitize again. Then I'm going to place on my glasses. Once my glasses are secured, I like to make sure that my glasses are over top of my mask and my mask is nice and tight underneath. This helps with any fogging of my glasses. I'm going to hand sanitize again, and then I'm going to place on my scrub cap. Now that my scrub cap is nice and secure, I'm going to hand sanitize again. And then I'm going to place on my face shield. So you want your face shield to rest on either side, on the outside of your scrub cap and securely on your nose so it's not going to fall off. Then I'm going to hand sanitize again. And grab my gloves. I'm going to use my paper towel to open the door, and then I'm going to use my paper towel to grab my gloves out. So I'm going to hold it, grab one glove, and grab my second glove. Close my door. I'm going to make sure that my gloves are securely over top of my gown. Same thing on the other side. Now I'm ready to see my patient. If I was starting my cleanup, at this point I would put on my utility gloves. So I'm just going to open the door here with my foot so that I don't have to touch it with my gloves. I'm going to grab my utility gloves from underneath the sink. Now that my second wipe is complete, I'm going to start by disinfecting my utility gloves. So I'm going to grab my paper towel with my disinfectant, and I'm going to wipe my utility gloves. Once my utility gloves are wiped, I'm going to put away my purging bucket. So I'm going to open my cupboard with my foot again. I'm going to grab the bucket with my paper towel, like that, and then I'm going to place it back in my cupboard. Now I can disregard my paper towel, but I'm going to leave the cupboard open just for a second. I now can remove my utility gloves. So I'm going to pull them off, and I'm going to roll them at the top here. So So I'm going to roll them over so that they are together, like that. Then I'm going to place them on the edge of my bucket so that they can dry. Now I'm going to start doffing my PPE. So the first thing I'm going to doff are my gloves. So I'm going to grab onto my glove, remove it, and then with my fresh clean hand, slide under the edge of my glove and pull it off. Now I can throw this in the garbage. Now I'm going to do my hand hygiene. The next thing that I'm going to remove with my PPE is my gown. So I'm going to reach around and I'm going to find and pull on my string. And then I'm going to reach around and find my other string and pull on that to loosen my gown. So now that my gown is loosened, I can shake it down. I'm going to grab right here from the inside and pull it off. And now I can touch this side, no problem, because this is the inside of the gown. I'm going to remove this hand. This hand actually touched the inside, so I don't really want to touch this more. I'm just going to wrap it up. This is my dirty soiled gown, and I'm going to throw that into my bin. Then I'm going to hand sanitize. Now at this point, I want to remove my face shield. So my face shield is actually dirty and I need to clean it before my next patient. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to place it on the dirty side of my sink. So I'm going to take it off and I'm going to place it here on the dirty side of the sink. Then I'm going to perform my hand hygiene again. Now at this point, I'm going to remove my scrub cap. So to remove my scrub cap, I am going to reach here, just by the corner, and pull it off. This also needs to go into my Ziploc baggie that's labeled dirty. I'm going to place it with my dirty stuff over here. Now I'm going to hand hygiene again. And then I can remove my glasses. So my glasses are also dirty and I need to clean them before I see another patient. So I'm going to remove them and place them on the dirty side of the sink. Right there. And then I'm going to hand hygiene again. Now I'm going to change my mask. I need a nice fresh mask. So I'm going to reach behind my ears and take my mask off just like that. Now I'm only holding it right here. And I'm going to throw that out. I'm going to hand hygiene again. And now I'm going to, first thing, replace my mask. So I'm going to go into my cupboard. And I'm going to get a nice fresh mask. I'm going to place my mask on again. Positioning it on my nose and pinching it down and pulling it underneath my chin so that it's nice and secure. Then I'm going to hand hygiene again. Now I need to clean my PPE. So how am I going to do that? First thing I need is I need to put some gloves on. So I'm going to open the cupboard here. And then with my paper towel again, I'm going to hold the box and remove my gloves. 1, 2. And close my cupboard. So once I have my gloves on, I'm going to put on my utility gloves. So I'm gonna go back down into my cupboard down here, opening it with my foot, taking my gloves back out. And now with my utility gloves on, I'm going to clean my PPE. First, I'm going to clean it with my disinfectant. So with my disinfectant wipes, I'm going to wipe down my goggles. And after they have that first wipe, I'm going to place them into the sink. Then I'm going to wipe down my face shield. And then I'm going to wipe down the counter that I took them off of. Now at this point I need to clean my gloves again. So I'm going to grab my disinfectant again. Wipe that counter one more time, and then clean my gloves. And now I'm going to put my gloves away. So I remove my gloves here, just like I did before, and I'm going to fold them together. So put them together, fold them, so that my left doesn't get lost from my right, and place them back in my bin. Now I need to remove my gloves. And then I'm going to hand sanitize. And now I need to finish cleaning my PPE. So to do that, I am going to turn on my sink to warm water. I'm going to get some soap. And I am going to wash my PPE with the soap and water. Then I'm going to rinse it. And I'm going to place it on a clean paper towel to dry on the clean side of my sink. We're doing this to remove the layer of disinfectant after it's dried. While the disinfectant is drying, it is disinfecting the surface, but if we leave it on there, it will eat away at the glasses and corrode them. So we rinse them off using soap and water after the disinfectant has already dried to protect our glasses and our face shield. So once I've rinsed that, I'm going to place it with my face shield, and then I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. I just need to do a 20-second hand wash. So I'm going to lather soap, get more soap, do the backs, do my thumbs, in between my fingers. And then don't forget your nails. And then you can go ahead and rinse. Once I've rinsed, then I'm going to go ahead and seal those pores. I'm going to turn it to cold. And I'm going to rinse again. I'm going to dry my hands off, patting them, careful not to rub, from my elbows down to my fingers. I'm going to turn my sink off and clean up my counter from any water that might be left. And now I'm completely doffed.